Imagine spending 3 days building a feature for your app, and then one wrong line of code breaks everything. You try Ctrl+Z, but nothing works. Your project is gone. Now imagine a world where you can rewind your code like a time machine. A world where every change is saved, tracked, and easily reversible. That world exists, and it's called Git and GitHub. Every professional developer uses it. And today, I'll show you how you can use these tools to never lose your progress again. The very first thing you need to do is go to GitHub and create an account. Simply go to github.com, sign up, and you will become the owner of an account like this. We haven't done any rocket science so far, but now what you need to do is download GitHub Desktop. GitHub Desktop is an application which you can download quickly and install, and then I will open it after installing. After installing, you simply need to open GitHub Desktop. If you are on Mac, you simply need to come here and click on this arrow, and after clicking, you will see the Add option. Here you will get 3 options. Now let's say I have some code. I come into a code playground and create a sample repository here, okay? I am creating a very simple code here. I will name it Sample Repo GitHub Desktop Tutorial. So by writing this, I am creating a repository. And what I will do is simply open a new terminal in this folder and write code. Otherwise, you can directly drag and drop this folder into VS Code, and your folder will open in VS Code. Now, as you can see, there is nothing here. I will simply create an index.html file here. This file doesn't really matter, but I will write here. Congratulations on your first code push on GitHub. Now, many people don't know how GitHub works, so I want to tell you one thing. If you are a pro user and you already know how to use Git, then maybe this video is not for you. But I will still tell you some things at the end of the video that will be useful even for pro users. So keep listening. Now, when you click on Add, 3 options will appear. One is Clone Repository, which means if a repository already exists on GitHub and you want to bring it to your computer, meaning you want to clone it, then you will choose this option. But what I will do here is show you how to add this repository to GitHub. So you need to click on Add, and you will see 3 options. One is Clone Repository, which means if the repository already exists on GitHub and you want to bring that code to your system, you will use this option. But if you want to create a new repository, like in this case, I want to create a new repository, then I will click on Create New Repository. I will also explain Add Existing Repository. But first, I will explain Create New Repository. Create New Repository will create a new GitHub repository, meaning you will first create a folder and then write code in it. So let's say I want to work on a Next.js project. Then I will click on Create New Repository and name it Next.js Sample. After creating Next.js Sample, this folder will be created, and a GitHub repository will be automatically initialized. But let's say I have already written some code. In most cases, this will happen with you, that you already have code written, and suddenly you decide that you want to put it on GitHub. Then you will click on Add, and then click on Add, Existing Repository. Now it will ask you where your repository is. So I will show it the path, Sample Repo GitHub. As soon as I click Open, it will tell me that this has not been initialized as a Git repository. So, do you want to create one here? I will say yes, I want to create a repository here. The name is already here, and I will click on Create Repository. And as soon as I click on Create Repository, you can see that a repository has been created. Now, whenever I come here and write any code, the changes will be tracked here. For example, if I create a new file, let me show you, say, about.html, then it will show that this line has been added with a plus sign and highlighted in green, meaning it has been added. Now, if you want to make this part of GitHub, you can click on Publish Repository to GitHub. You can add a description here and choose whether you want to keep this code private or public. As soon as you hit Publish, it will ask you to log in to your GitHub account if you haven't already. If you are already logged in, then your code will automatically be pushed. I will keep it private because I don't want to make it public. I will click Publish Repository, and the repository will be published. Now let me show you. Whenever I want to work on this project, I will simply open GitHub Desktop. I will go to my apps and open GitHub Desktop. After opening it, I will click here, or right-click, and choose Open in VS Code, and VS Code will open directly. I will open all my projects through GitHub Desktop and do all my work here. Now let's say I want to write something here, like about this project. Now let me show you something. I will go to Google and open my dashboard, then click on Repositories, then Your Repositories, and you will see that my repository is here. But the About file will not be there because I haven't pushed it yet. Also, by default, it has pushed some files like .ds_store and .git attributes. If you don't want these files to be pushed, you can add them to .gitignore. But again, if you are a beginner, don't worry too much. Just focus on pushing your code and getting started. With time, you will learn everything. Now here you can add a message, click Commit to Main, and one commit will be done. If you click on History, you will see a new commit added. The arrow shows up because you haven't pushed it yet. As soon as you click Push, it will be uploaded. And when you reload, you will see that your changes are there. Many people will say you didn't explain pull requests and other things, but this video is just about the basics. How to push your code to GitHub and how to get started. This is just your starting point. So I will just say this. Whenever you start a new project, let's say I want to create a Next.js project or an Android app. I will click on Add, then Create New Repository, and name it something like App 2023. I will choose the location, like my Code Playground folder. Click Open and then click Create Repository. If you want to add a .gitignore file, there are templates available, but it's optional. If you don't know what .gitignore is, it just means those files will not be pushed or shared over the network. But again, don't worry about it too much. This is your path, this is your repository name, and once you click Create Repository, a folder will be created. You can right-click and open it in VS Code, Finder, or File Explorer. You can control everything from here. You can also fetch origin, meaning if someone else has pushed code or if you pushed code from another computer, it will show up here. You can open it in VS Code, view it on GitHub, or open it in File Explorer. You can do many things. You can view history, what you added and when. Write commit messages properly so you remember what changes you made. You can track your progress like version 1, version 2, and so on. You can also create branches, revert commits, amend commits, and do many advanced things. But these are more complex concepts. First, just focus on pushing your code. With time, you will automatically learn everything. I just want to say that those who are not using Git now have no excuse, because it is very powerful, and GitHub Desktop is an amazing tool. So let's do a quick recap of what you've learned today. Git is the tool that tracks every change in your code, like a time machine for developers. GitHub is the online platform where you store, share, and collaborate on your projects. And together, they form the backbone of modern software development. You learned the core concepts: repositories, commits, branches, push, and pull. You walked through the exact steps to install Git, create your first repository, make your first commit, and push it to GitHub. And you picked up some key tips on how to work like a real developer from day one. Here's the honest truth. Learning Git and GitHub is one of the best investments you can make in your tech career. Every employer expects it. Every developer team uses it. And once you get comfortable with it, it becomes second nature. So take what you learned today and go put it into practice. Create a GitHub account if you haven't already. Make your first repository. Push your first project. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be started. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe so you don't miss the next video, where we'll go deeper into Git branches and how to collaborate on a real project with other developers. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I read every single one. See you in the next one.